will be first up, and it was her choice. Kathy, she chose to start as the higher seed. It's her decision.
She obviously is comfortable, probably more so on the right lane to finish on the right lane, which is why she would start.
Right, but she'll have all the pressure on her.
Yes. Or she could have a great shot on both lanes, and it really didn't matter to her. She just got the choice.
That's true. Could be. Average on the TV pair during the week prior to tonight, 209 for Kendra Gaines. Now, Kendra Gaines, she defeated Liz Johnson this week, 268 to 223. Throughout the year, she's been 6-1 against Liz in match play. And on television career, Kendra Gaines is 2-0 against Liz Johnson, so it's got to be advantage Kendra Gaines.
Has to be, and I'm not so sure she's thinking about that, but sometimes it's hard not to think about it. If you feel there's always a person out there that has your number, every time you bowl them, you want to break through and have that one game up on them. It's the only way you're going to not think about it.
Yeah, and you can say it doesn't matter, and to a large degree it doesn't, but when you're right, when it becomes the same person over and over and over that defeats you, you know it.
And you're only human. It's impossible not to have it enter your mind.
But now that may help Liz Johnson out a bit and think, hey, maybe today's the day things are going to change around.
Now that's the second blower 7-10 we've seen on lane 23. Great physical game, low to the line, beautiful arm swing, long, and the pin carry just isn't there. Now Kendra did tell me in between games that the oil is carrying down a lot quicker today than it has during the week. And when she left the 3-6-10, she grabbed it. That's the first thing we want to do is when we see the lane get tighter, we want to grab the ball to force it to roll more.
Liz Johnson, our number 2 qualifier, managed to average this week on a lower scoring condition and leave the 10 there.
Left the 10.
Luckily, only the 10.
Right.
Almost at the 5-7, which is not an easy spare for a right-handed bowler.
Not one you normally see as a right.
Liz also switching to the plastic ball to go cross lane.
It was a tight finish last night, and number 6, Leanne Barrett, just missing out. She was in 3rd or 4th going in. Last week's champ, Lisa Bishop, Players Association Vice President. Hey, Marcia Kamrowski, another top 10 finish this year.
Laura Lee Daniel, hard worker, a constant in the top 24, and of course our Iron Woman 13th, 230 consecutive tournaments, and we snagged her to be our scorekeeper.
She's given us the numbers tonight, sitting right beside me here. Liz Johnson now up quickly in the 3rd frame. I don't know, she struck twice on lane 23 if she chose to finish on 24.
When you see Liz's ball enter the pocket and she strikes, it's a hard strike. It's solid in the pocket.
14, 8, and 2 in match play, 2 ties. Those match play pins, 30 bonus pins per win. If you tie, it's 15 pins apiece. You split the bonus pins. Carries out the 9 pins. She's happy about all both that equipment's carrying. She talked about the change she's made in her equipment.
Ebonite got me off to a really great start this year, and I had an opportunity to sign with Hammer, which Ebonite is the parent company. Hammer is just a better fit for me. It's a better look, and you know, the confidence has just carried over, and I think that's just helped me out.
Right now she's trailing by 12 pins. On a strike, she can take it to 2 if she strikes here.
As you can see how early she's rolling that ball into the lane. That's one thing she said she worked on. She wanted to come in. She came in on the last day of match play. You can see right off her hand she gets it into an early roll. Even though the ball goes way to the right, it's because she's soft with her hand, but with a lot of roll that's going to allow the ball to come back, especially when the lanes are tight.
All right, coverage was fair, and Kathy Kendra told us that one of the biggest turning points in her career after she almost quit was putting a wristband on. It made her more consistent.
Yes, she was very inconsistent with her releases and her hand positions. This way she puts the glove on, and no matter what position she physically has her hand in, that glove is going to allow her to keep it. Very important.
It is double for Liz. She definitely is looking to turn the tables around here and beat Kendra Gaines.
You know, over the break when we spoke to Liz, she talked about working on slowing her ball speed down. As you can see, Liz throws very hard and straight, though she stays up the back of it and has a very nice roll into the pocket. That's why she carries a lot of strikes. The ball roll and angle entry is exceptionally important. It's just as difficult to slow it down as it is to speed it up, as you and I know, Jan, right?
Exactly. She leads by 22. That'll go down to 21 with a 9 count there. Right, either direction, changing your speed is not easy. You can do it, but to remain consistent when you make a change is difficult.
Yes. It takes a lot of practice. You have to be open-minded.
Well, we'll be right back with the rest of the semifinal match through 4.5 frames. Liz Johnson is up by 21 pins. Stay with us. Now only up by 6 pins. Kendra Gaines. Liz left a washout and converted it.
8, 6, 7.
You can see Liz switching to her plastic ball to go cross lane. Hits the 1-2 perfect to get the 4, the 6, and the 10.
Big spare at that time. If she'd have missed it, it would have been a lead change. Right now, Kendra Gaines on a double. If she strikes, she will now take over the lead by 4 pins. Big shot. By her reaction, I think she knew that was for a lead change.
Wait, Jan, there's an animal in that lady. She is out for business.
It is coming out. She said it's her 7th show and it feels unreal to her, but she is ready to take advantage of that. She now leads by 4 pins.
The most she's ever made in one season, 7. And we still have 6 events left.
Exactly. Kendra Gaines, a 3-year Team USA member, 95 to 97. That where she gained a lot of her experience and confidence there. Had to come here and learn to bowl individually for her living. And it looks like she's starting to do that very well at this point.
Push, push, push.
She is just throwing the ball fantastic. Great ball roll, another great shot off her hand, right in the pocket. Solid 10. Tap. No spare there. She loved it too.
That puts her up
Might
by
have screamed that down. She did.
puts her up by 14. Liz can take it back to 4. Needs a strike. Boy, she blew the wood out on that.
You know, Liz can make those pins fly because, like I said before, her angle of entry is always so much further right than everybody else. Liz does not create a lot of area, which sometimes benefits the angle of entry. She can blow them around like these crankers.
Max score for Johnson, 244. Maximum score for Gaines, 248. That's if they both continue to strike through the 9th and 10th. That's on our scoreboard, sponsored by Travelodge.
Now Liz is using 2 different balls.
Because the lanes are different, obviously, for her. How often do you do that, Kathy?
I've actually done it this year quite often, quite more this year than I have in the past. Here you can see Liz is playing between 8 and 12, but because of her ball speed, she doesn't allow the ball to roll and grab the lane. Therefore, it enters the pocket late, and she comes up light.
Big match play record, 17 and 7, and she spares it up. And Kathy, that's one of the things she says she has to guard against. When she's bowling well and starts to get a little comfortable, she gets too fast.
Well, we all get anxious, especially when you're bowling well. Your heart starts beating, your feet get fast. That's Liz's weakness, fast feet. When she gets fast, the ball speed gets even faster, which is not a good thing.
That career 2-0 is on television. Gaines against Johnson. She's looking to make it 3-0. She asked for it to hit.
A nice shot, flat 10. But a flat 10 on these conditions this week was a good shot, easy spare. Remember we talked about that sport condition. Don't try to shoot 250 every game. Keep your 190s and 2-0s and just make your spares and stay clean. Very important.
Exactly. Here's for consistency, spare shooting, patience actually. Right now, Kendra Gaines will need to make this finish. She does. We had a variety of conditions this year, some higher scoring, some lower. Here's how the ladies have averaged for the year, the top 5 average leaders. Leanne Barrett on top with a 217, Belden at 216, and then you see a couple of the finalists tonight.
Carolyn 216, 214. Those are awesome averages, and everyone needs to understand those are for 40, 50 games a week. That's a lot.
Those averages compiled by Ebonite Tournament Coordinator, our official software, and Kendra
Come
Gaines
on.
will be this match.
Tell you, Josh, she's going to be tough to beat.
She just told us one more is what she'll need. She'll need one more strike here and 6 pins to shut out Liz Johnson. So it's all in Kendra Gaines' hands. May not matter that Liz chose to go 11th. She may not get an opportunity.
Push, push, push. All right.
She knows she let that chance get away.
You heard her say push, which means it was left off her hand. She never got it right of her target, and the ball just checks up. If you don't get it to the break point at the right angle, it's going to go left. That's exactly what it did. She was very fortunate just to leave the 3-point.
All right, nice game.
She's happy with it. Nice game after that opening the first frame, and now Liz Johnson will need 2 strikes and 6 pins to win this match.
Liz is using a stronger ball on the right lane, therefore for her, the right lane is
About double 6. Is it
she's
And she struck half. It's half and half. Twice on this lane and twice she has not struck.
That was a good shot off her hand, a little left, but still a good quality shot. Right over 8-9 board, directly up. You can see it checks up just a little quick, which might have helped it just a hair, which is normal. Still a great shot.
It was, under the circumstances. She put it in the pocket 2 times ago on that lane. She had left 1, 2, 4, 6, 10.
Yes.
So
What I
final
needed
score
earlier.
of the semi-final match. Kendra Gaines 217, but Johnson's 211.